Hello, hello, hello. Wherever you are on our transfixing planet called Earth, I hope you are having a stupendous day, evening, or night, wherever you are. On my movie channel, I'm going to be talking about the latest installment of the the Star Wars franchise. You know, in the United States, here in this Western, it's really two big star-based movies, Star Trek and Star Wars. Well, anyway, my topic is about Star Wars. I believe that the title was called Rise of Skywalker or Skywalker something. Now, I was born in the late 1960s, 1968 if you want to be precise. So I've been around to see the installments of all the Star Wars movies. I believe I was under the age of, let me see. Yeah, I was about 9 years old. 9 years old when the first Star Wars movie aired. I don't know what the Roman numerals. I don't know. I guess it was called what, episode 3 or whatever. I don't know. But if you in the comment section, if you can leave the name of the original Star Wars movie, whatever episode it was called, I was around to see that. And to my mind, the highlight of the Star Wars genre was definitely the second film, because you usually hear the second film is always usually better. A second film and a trilogy or 6-part series or 9-part series is always usually the best one. So Empire Strikes Back, that definitely puts Star Wars on the map. That's the movie. When Darth Vader said, "I am your father." That's one of the most quoted scenes in cinematic history. Darth Vader screaming to Luke Skywalker, "I'm your father." But anyway, my theme is about the most recent one, the Rise of Skywalker. Out of all the new remakes of the Star Wars movie, in my humble opinion, that was the best one. I didn't care too much about the one about Anakin Skywalker trilogy, how he fell to become Darth Vader. That was okay, but it didn't ring my bell. Even the new 2 Star Wars movie with the new lady, what's her name? Rey. That didn't ring my bell too much. But this third one, it really impressed me. And I'm going to give you a couple reasons why. Now, as you know, back in 1977 and 1980, whatever, when our movies came out, our cinematic technology, our cinematic technology state was not all that great. At the time, Star Wars was top of the line 3D graphics. But you know, all the stuff was, I think everything was done by hand, like the little ships and all that was on my hand. So we couldn't see much of the Jedi powers. That was my biggest gripe with the Star Wars movies. I always thought the Jedi and the Sith powers was worthless. All they could do was move some rocks, jump a couple feet up in the air, flip and hop, and basically see into the future. And they always had them done prophetic words. But other than that, and they had the lightsabers. Other than that, I didn't know what was so special about being a Sith or a Jedi. But this movie, it took it up a notch. And I'm going to tell you why. I was impressed when Rey and Kylo Ren was both trying to take a ship out of the sky. And that was major power right there. She raised her hand to try to stop that ship from taking off. I said, whoa, having a Jedi power is something. It is powerful. all the other movies. Tell me, I never saw a Jedi or a Sith manipulate anything massive. Now, I can say this was a little bit massive. And that movie where Darth Vader, I forgot the name of it, when Anakin turned to the dark side, he became the apprentice of Palpatine. When Yoda was fighting Darth Sidious, and they was throwing them circular disc around, them senator chairs. Now that was a display of Jedi and Sith power. When they was tossing them 2-ton or more chairs around like they was frisbees, that was the beginning of the display of Jedi powers. But before that little one scene, but that was only one scene. Before that scene, we never ever saw in cinematic reality a Jedi doing or Sith doing something massive. I know in the books, which I only read about one. I only read the book about Darth Bane. I know in those books, the Jedi and Sith, hey, they had major power level, but that's in the book. It's not, you can't see that on the screen. But this one, when they grabbed the ship out the air, that was massive level of Jedi power. Because a ship, I'm sure, a spaceship at least weigh 100 tons or more. So that's a massive level of power. Then also, a massive level of power was near the end. I'm sure it was others, because I was looking at the movie, but I wasn't giving my 100% attention. I was doing something else at the movie theater. I was watching it, but you know how you be daydreaming about other stuff. But I loved it. The other display, massive display of Sidious or Sith or Jedi power was near the end. When Darth Sidious took his lightning bolt, opened up that cargo pit, and shot that massive lightning bolt up into outer space. And then his one lightning bolt grew tentacles and started destroying all the rebel ships. I said, damn. Now that's power. Finally, they are showing Jedis and Sith as massive power level entities. So I gave you two examples. When they pulled the ship from the air, when Darth Sidious shot that laser beam or that lightning bolt up in the air to kill all those rebel ships. And here is the first scene that caught my attention. No, I guess this is the second scene. When Rey and Kylo Ren was engaged in the typical Jedi Sith battle. The typical battle. They got the lightsaber. They're going toe to toe. It's basically a standoff. But all of a sudden, it's a combination from millions of miles away, maybe billions in that galaxy. Princess Leia was able to contact her son at that one instant. That showed you the Jedi telepathy power is massive. She was able to reach out and talk and touch her son's spirit from a vast distance or many light years away. I don't think we ever saw that before. And them Star Wars movie, when Darth Vader felt Luke Skywalker presence, Luke was nearby. Luke was in the vicinity. Maybe he was a couple 100,000 miles away, but he was in the vicinity. He was in the neighborhood. Here, Leia was light years away from her son, and in a snap of a finger, faster than the speed of light, faster than hyperspace, she was able to touch her son to make him abruptly stop that battle where Rey take the lightsaber and stab him in the gut to kill him. Then, another display that I never saw before with the Jedi. Rey was able to heal Kylo Ren. I never saw that before. So like I said, this movie has taken Jedi and Sith powers to a respectable level. Kylo Ren was preparing to greet his maker. He was preparing to meet his maker. I don't know if they believe in God in that galaxy, because they keep talking about the Force a lot. Maybe the Force is that God. But anyway, he was making his peace. He was sitting there quietly on the ground, getting ready to die. Then Rey took her hand. I mean, I don't know if she touched the wound or had a near the wound, and she was able to heal the wound, like Wolverine healing powers. He had a life-threatening wound, but she used her Jedi power to heal the wound. We saw the wound instantly closing up, the organs reattaching. That was massive. So you all tell me, before I leave, have you ever, in any Star Wars movie, seen such a heavy display of Force powers? Maybe the producers and writers said, hey look, we gotta add this up. People complaining about the Jedi and the Sith don't seem like much. So they took the power levels up. Tell me, if you see something like that, if you like my comments about this third movie and why, and this recent Star Wars introduction, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. If you got any comments, leave a comment. If you would like to subscribe to my channel where I talk about movies that I've seen, I don't watch a lot, but any movies that I've seen and want to be put on, subscribe. Before I go, now this time, Sidious is dead. I learned that a long time ago from reading comic books. If you don't see the character brought in front of your face, they still alive. And what was it? Empire Strike Back, I believe that was the movie. When Sidious fell down that shaft, we didn't see him die. That's why they was able to bring him back. In comic book lore, if you don't see the person get vaporized, torn apart, eaten by the shark, never assume they dead. And even then, comic books find a way to bring them back to life. That's all I can't say. Leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe. Until the next time, moviegoers, peace.